Hello everyone, and good evening. Welcome back sa ating course. I know you have missed me. Right. Yeah. So welcome. So we are now in chapter 3 on our course, which is for the accounting for business combination. So for chapter 3, our course title or our chapter title is Separate and Consolidated Financial Statements Subsequent to uh, date of acquisition. So we have transactions after the date of acquisition. Right. Yeah. Okay. Next. So in this chapter, we will be examining procedures for consolidating the financial statements of, wait lang, ayan, of parents and subsidiary companies. Sometimes, some differences in the consolidation process results from different methods of parent company accounting for subsidiary investments. Uh, Investments in voting stocks of other companies may be consolidated or they may be separately reported in the financial statements at cost, at fair value, or carrying value of equity. Right. Yes, baby. Yes, that is recording. Say hi to our viewers. Hi, everyone. Daddy. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Yeah. Sige na, go watch na muna. Yan. Sorry for the kapatalastas commercial break. Again, yan. So, meron tayong um, three different values to consider when recording investments. One is cost, another one is fair value, and the carrying value of equity. So the method of reporting adopted depends on a number of factors, including the size of the investment, the extent to which the investor exercises control over the activities of the investee, yung keyword natin doon, control, then, and the marketability of securities. Okay? Investor refers to a business entity that holds an investment in voting stock of another company. So investee refers to a corporation that issued voting stock held by an investors. Right? Yan. Yeah, okay. Medyo malamig-lamig ang ating panahon today. So Merry Christmas everyone. So consolidated statement subsequent to acquisition date. So the preparation of consolidated financial statements after acquisition is not materially different in concept from preparing them at the acquisition date. Okay, in the sense that reciprocal accounts are eliminated and remaining balances are combined. So same process tayo when it comes to the consolidation. However, the process is more complex because time has elapsed and business activities has taken place between the date of acquisition and the uh, date of consolidated statement preparation. Okay? So on the date of acquisition, ang report na kinakailangan natin usually would be just the balance sheet. But after the acquisition, a complete set of consolidated financial statements, statement of comprehensive income, and retained earnings statements are also already being uh, considered. Okay? So, separate financial statements as per Philippine Accounting Standards na 27, PAS 27 paragraph 4, defines separate financial statements as those presented by a parent, an investor in an associate, or a venturer in a jointly controlled entity, in which the investments are accounted for on the basis of the direct equity interest rather than on the basis of the reported results and net assets of the investees. So it depends kung ano yung uh, investment type ng ating investor dun sa ating investee company. In other words, the asset on the investor's balance sheet is the direct interest in the investment itself. Right? So we will classify it more. So the following level of reporting is described in Table 3.3, itong nasa baba natin. So Table 3.3, ito yung summary ng accounting treatment when it comes to the level of uh, reporting for different kind of investments. For example, if our investment is considered as an investment in a subsidiary, we have a control of 51% or more. Um, However, if our interest is 20 to 50%, it is considered a significant influence. So our investment is investment in associate. Okay? Then another one is uh, investment in a joint venture. So contractual arrangement or joint control. So this is also 20 to 50%. So joint venture is a contractual arrangement. Okay? Right? Another one is investment which is none of the above. So ito yung mga trading securities natin usually. Right? Yan. So for assets held for accretion of wealth. Okay? Yan. Then as for the investor separate financial statement, for our investment in subsidiaries, as per PAS 27, investments is carried at either cost, um, then either in accordance with PFRS 9 or our fair value option, and or ayan, using the equity method. Same as true with our investments in associates with investment considered a significant influence. Okay, so it can either be uh, measured at cost or our fair value or our equity method, right? Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Next is for our joint venture, it is also being measured either by a at cost or fair value or using our equity method. Then last, another is our consolidated statements. So we only uh, prepare consolidated statements as for our investment in subsidiary. So that is under PFRS 10. Okay? Then for investment in associates, as per PAS 28, PFRS 10, investments is accounted for using the equity method. Right? Right. Yeah. Then for our accounting treatment for our investments in subsidiary, it is a full consolidation while the others are under equity accounting. Okay? Right? Yeah. Okay? So, accounting for subsidiaries, associates, and joint ventures in the parent separate financial statements. So, a parent will usually produce its own single company statements, and then this should be prepared in accordance with PAS 27. Right? Yeah. Oh, wait lang ha. Yeah. So, separate financial statements. In these statements, investment in subsidiaries, associates, and joint ventures included in the consolidated statement should be either at yung tatlo, at cost, fair value option, or using the equity method. So, when we say at cost, syempre yung ating historical cost, then fair value option, and our equity method is considering all the movements as for the investment account. Yeah. So we will have more on this as we go on with our course. So where subsidiaries are classified as held for sale, they should be accounted in accordance with PFRS 5. Okay? The equity method will be discussed in details in our um, later part of this chapter. So the approach in accordance with PFRS 9 refers to the fair value option. Will be discussed also in our later part. Excuse me. Right, right? Yeah. So although there appears to be significant difference between cost model, equity model, and wait lang guys. Ano ba yung move to? Ay, mali ako nang na-move. Sorry. Ayan. So, ayan, equity method and fair value option method. The main difference is yung timing lang. Right? So, sa ating table, shows a comparison of the three. So, using the cost model, okay, yung cost ng investment natin, so we have the same entries for all of the methods. Then, for our result of operation, for the cost model, we don't have entries for those um, movement in net income of the subsidiary. Also with the fair value option, but with the equity method, um, we have a entry to record the uh, portion of our investment in the income of our subsidiary, right? Then for cash dividend, everyone has the same entry to record to recognize the dividends received or dividends receivable. Then for amortization of allocated excess for our cost model, there will be no amortization. Also for the impairment of goodwill. However, for our equity method, impairment are recorded for our goodwill and our amortization of allocated excess. Then, same is true with fair value option. We do not have entries for amortization and impairment of goodwill. So we will have more exercises on this as we go on. Ayan. Yes, it's okay. Ayan. So the first method is the cost model. So under PS27, uh, PS27 does not define cost except okay. Okay. Ayan. So PS27 does not define cost except in the specific of a specific set. Ano ba yan? Uso kasi yung sipon today. Yes. That's Ninong Nat. Yan. So, ayan. Sabi, except in the specific set of circumstances of certain types of group reorganization and in first-time transition of I2 PFRS. And in PFRS 3, the term cost no longer refers to the to cost of an acquisition. So the relevant measure would be, when it comes to cost, one is the consideration transferred, and another point of reference must be, I might be PS32, so financial instrument. Ayan. So, this is more on our recognition. Then under the cost model, uh, subject to, ito yung mga criticisms when it comes to cost model. Okay? I think we have discussed this in our previous discussions. Okay? Right. Yan. The cost model is acceptable for subsidiary that are to be consolidated because in consolidation process, the investment account is eliminated entirely. Mm-mm. Then, result of operation under the cost model, we have dividends declared and paid. Under this model, okay, I will give you milk. Okay, just let me finish, right? Okay, I love you. Ayan. So, under this model, the only result of operation that should be recognized is only the cash dividend declared or paid. Okay? So, we will have an example of this. So, remember the cost model, equity method, and fair value option later are methods to record the investment after acquisition. And their differences in of this method depends on the subsequent entries, the net income, the dividends declared, amortization of allocated excess, and impairment of goodwill. Right? Yung makikita kanina dun sa ating table. Okay? Yan. So, before I discuss this, I think we'll have this second method discussion in my next recording. Okay? Yan.